The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Prescott on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Third down, it's Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he's got this down to the 35.
Well, it's just been an aerial attack all the way downfield, and they're putting it to the defense in a big way right now. What do you think, partner? Do you now run the football? Because they're in a pretty good spot already, the outer edges of the field goal.
But, like you always tell me, you're still far enough away from the end zone that a pass could be a good option here, too.
You know, we always talk about running the ball until people take it away from you. I don't see any reason to stop throwing it until they take it away from you as well.
The early returns here on the opening drive, though, solid. Now a throw here to his running back. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now Elliott. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down. So now Dak Prescott off. Greg Zuerlein on for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Zuerlein's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart.
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. On play action, Lance. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Lance looking to throw it. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Again, it's Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Lance now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Mitchell. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Lance going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch twist, watch.
Here's Lance. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Mostert. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Raheem Mostert. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gould able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Prescott now from the 50. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Now Prescott. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Prescott to throw on fourth. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Prescott yet again. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they move this all the way down to the 9. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Here's Prescott. Being chased out left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
So not quite out of danger just yet. Still backed up a bit, but only need a few inches here on second down. From the gun, it's Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Throwing on first down is Lance. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Greg Zuerlein's got it teed up, and off we go from Arlington. From just inside the 20, a short kick. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? Be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Second and 10. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Throwing is Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. It's a big play there for Baltimore.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop it right around the line of scrimmage. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. To throw is Jackson. Here's a diving catch right side. Many would call that a gutsy decision here early on to go for it 4th and goal. There was no hesitation. Field goal unit never sniffed the field.
It was a message, and the message was, I trust you on offense. Go out and make this happen. Go ahead and pick it up. You know what else he said? I trust my defense as well. If they don't get it, I know you're going to hold them. So it's a message to your entire team that you believe in them.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. So an onside kick fail in the 1st quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw taken in by Cooper here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. On 1st and 10, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw is Prescott. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Cooper there to make the grab. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson dancing to his left. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Flushed out right. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
An option handoff here to Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. Option to the short side left. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. This is caught. And he's brought down.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. From the gun, it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, as the first half is winding down, and the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. First down, Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half, Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Both teams making their final preparations for the second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Cowboys are able to recover. A gutsy call there. Yanks at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They go to Elliott again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now Prescott. Forced out to his left. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Prescott. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Runs over it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
A short kick taken at the 18. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They'll go again with Dobbins. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? They go play action now. Jackson. That's caught left side by the tight end Boyle. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, you know, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14.
Cowboys 14. Justin
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On second down, Elliott once more. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. 52 yards on the ground for him so far. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. 10th carry now for Elliott. He's got the first down inside the 10. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Flush to his, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Well, when you've got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. A tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And he stopped immediately there. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. 3rd and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
And he's got Rome.
And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Jackson. Buying time to his left.
That'll be complete to Dobbins.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Here's Jackson.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing, Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown, and forget overtime. Barring a miracle, they're going to win this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
The finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
It's complete.
Well, I don't think it takes much to crawl into their mind, right, why they went for 2 there, even though they weren't successful. With this type of a lead, what they're worried about, right, and less than 10 seconds on the clock, what they're worried about is just giving up the touchdown.
Yeah, on the kickoff return.
Yeah, so you go for it here to try and ensure yourself. Now, they got to make sure they cover it, otherwise they could actually lose.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Prescott on first down. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Here's Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. On 1st and 10, Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
3.5 to go, first quarter. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Touchdown! That's caught. Blake Jarwin, 27 yards. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. It's a big play there for Baltimore. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Open man Watkins. Touchdown, Baltimore. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now Elliott. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Prescott from the gun. And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing, Prescott. Open man, Lamb, it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. 7-7, our score after 1. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Prescott now. Steps away to his left. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Left side to Lamb. That catch good for only a couple. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it, because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone. and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
Here we go.
A big connection on that one. 34 yards.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On the option right is Jackson. Dances by him and taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Play action. It's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 38 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Cowboys 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 75 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From way up at the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37. To throw again is Jackson. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. He finds Bateman over the middle. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. First down, Prescott. Throw left side, complete. That's Lamb. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he'll go right back to Lamb. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw, Prescott. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Prescott off play action. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
You got three. Check three. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Hey, 47. Go, get out there.
Final play of the half, Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Both teams making their final preparations for the second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They go play action now. Jackson slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Call it a loss of 5. A big sack to bring up 3rd down. Again, Jackson will keep it. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
2nd down and goal. Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Jackson from the shotgun. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A first down throw for Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31.
Watch the run, watch the run. Watch 30
Now Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. From the red zone now, Prescott. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Cowboys are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run here with Dobbins. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the 4th quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4, 2nd and 6.
Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Another run here with Dobbins, and he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys 16. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with third down and just a yard to go. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Dobbins, and they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's Jackson. And a quick throw here that's complete. A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now Prescott. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. That's complete to Lamb. Out across the 40-yard line before he's brought down. So a first down and then some. It'll be a gain of 24 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tyus Bowser.
What persistence, and that persistence pays off. Tracks him down for a 19-yard loss. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment.